What if I told you that one of the most powerful marketing tricks isn't hiding in a commercial? It's hiding in your own mind? Chances are you've fallen for it hundreds of times without ever realizing it. By the end of this video, you'll understand why people willingly pay more for the same product, why certain brands seem impossible to ignore, and why this simple trick has made companies billions of dollars. Once you notice it, you won't be able to unsee it. Imagine you're standing in a supermarket looking for toothpaste. One tube costs $3, another costs $6. They promise almost the same thing, yet millions of people reach for the expensive one without thinking twice. Why? The answer isn't always better ingredients. It's something marketers call perception. Our brains constantly look for shortcuts when making decisions. When we don't know which option is best, we often assume the more expensive choice must be higher quality. That mental shortcut saves time, but it also makes us surprisingly easy to influence. Now here's where things get even more interesting. Many companies don't just sell products, they sell stories. Think about luxury watches, designer clothes, or premium coffee. You're rarely paying only for the materials. You're buying status, confidence, belonging, or the feeling of success. The product solves a practical problem, but the story solves an emotional one. And emotions almost always win. But the biggest twist is that companies sometimes create products they never expect many people to buy. This is called the Decoy Effect. Imagine a small popcorn costs $5, a medium costs $6, and a large costs $6.50. Suddenly, the large feels like an incredible bargain, even if you originally planned to buy the small. The medium exists mainly to make the large look like the smartest choice. Your decision feels completely personal, but the options were carefully designed to guide you there. This trick works because our brains don't judge value in isolation. We compare. Marketers understand that changing the comparison can completely change the decision. That's why restaurants highlight one very expensive meal on the menu. It's why streaming services offer 3 pricing plans. It's why online stores show the most popular option. They're not just offering choices, they're shaping how those choices feel. The real lesson isn't that marketing is evil. Great marketing simply understands human psychology better than most people understand themselves. So what can we learn from this? First, always ask yourself whether you're buying the product or the story attached to it. Second, compare products based on your actual needs, not just the options placed in front of you. Third, remember that your emotions are part of every purchase. Recognizing that gives you more control over your decisions. And finally, if you run a business, remember that people don't just remember features. They remember how your brand makes them feel. The biggest marketing trick was never about fooling you. It was about understanding how your brain naturally works. And now that you know the trick, you'll start spotting it everywhere, from supermarkets to websites to your favorite brands. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more fascinating stories about psychology, business, and the hidden forces shaping our everyday lives. And tell us in the comments, what's one marketing trick you've noticed that fooled you before you recognized it?